This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 4-year-old Kingston girl missing since Monday. The police have activated a high alert for 4-year-old Melania Morgan, a student of Dulwich Avenue, Kingston 8, who has been missing since Monday, June 27. Melania is of brown complexion, slim build, and about 4 feet tall. Reports are that Melania was last seen at school about 2 p.m. wearing her school uniform, a blue dress, and a pair of black shoes. Anyone knowing Melania's whereabouts is asked to contact the Grantspan Police at 876-775-1795, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Indicom probes alleged assault of mass murder accused. The Independent Commission of Investigations says it is probing allegations by accused quintuple murderer Roisin Barnett that he is being assaulted while in police custody. Commissioner of Indicom Hugh Faulkner instructed the commencement of an investigation into the allegations, stated the entity in a news release Thursday. This investigation was in relation to comments purportedly made by Roisin Barnett to His Lordship, the Honorable Mr. Justice Leighton Pusey, during the accused man's first appearance in the Home Circuit Court on Tuesday, June 28, 2022, as published by local media, the release stated. Indicom said its investigators on Wednesday visited the police lockup where Barnett was preliminarily interviewed in relation to his allegations, as reportedly expressed during the court proceedings. The commission said it sought a medical intervention for the complainant and was assured by the custody inspector that steps will be taken to facilitate a doctor's visit as soon as possible. The commission's investigation continues, which will include a report statement from the complainant and a request for the official transcript of the court proceedings to verify the alleged comment, the release stated. Barnett is accused of killing his cousin Kimisha Wright, 31, and her 4 children, Kimanda Smith, 15, Shirley Smith, 10, Raphaela Smith, 5, and 23-month-old Keshawn Henry. Allegations are that Barnett slashed the throats and inflicted stab wounds on the victims on the night of June 20 in Cocopese District, Clarendon. St. Andrew disc jockey charged for not reporting crime. A 34-year-old disc jockey has been charged with misprision of felony after he allegedly witnessed the murder of a man on Andrew Penn Lane in Kingston 8 and did not report it on Friday, August 21, 2021. He is Kevin Campbell, otherwise called DJ Extreme or Slick Jack, of Barbican Road in Kingston 8. According to police reports, Campbell witnessed the shooting death of Duhaney Francis, otherwise called Troy, and allegedly made no effort to report the incident to the police. He was charged after witness statements that were recorded listed him present at the time the crime was committed. Jason Wellington was previously charged with the murder. The police are reminding citizens that it is an offense to have knowledge that a crime has been or is about to be committed and do not report it or take steps to conceal the crime. Dozens homeless after fire on Wildman Street and Smith Lane. Several homes were destroyed and the church partially damaged during a fire on Wednesday at adjoining properties on Smith Lane and Wildman Street in Kingston, leaving more than a dozen persons homeless and others counting losses of cash and personal property. Pastor Ricardo Hamilton of the Faith Christian Missionary Church, located on Smith Lane, is counting his blessings after the structure sustained minor damage during the inferno. Hamilton told the news he had no idea what started the fire, having only received a call while on his way home. I just came out. I live in Old Harbor. I don't even know who was here before. I was told that the young men from the community took charge of it, he said, giving thanks that the building was still standing. Late Wednesday afternoon, residents were busy carrying water and removing furniture from the church halls. 3 units from the Jamaica Fire Brigade assisted with cooling down operations. Some residents at the property next door on Smith Lane were not so lucky. Ricardo Ferguson told the news that he lost everything except his work identification card that was around his neck. "Me dey work and get a call. My baby mother was here though, she and the baby. She run out with the baby," Ferguson said. "General, you know no link can't get back nothing. Nothing me no have you now. Working youth, but you see what I go on now. so me have to go start all over again, he said. Ferguson said about 10 other residents were also affected. Albert Polston also returned from work to the disheartening news and said he saved nothing but the clothes he had on. I come home from work and just so me have on. When me come my ashes, me lose absolutely everything. Me work every day, only one day me no work, Paulson said. Paulson tallies his losses at approximately $1 million to include over $100,000 in savings that he had stashed at different places around his dwelling. Me have hundreds and thousands in the house otherwise. In January when me check, me did have up to $90,000 plus, he said. Every day me come in, me put down a $1,500, and now a June, me put my money 4 different spots in my house. Me no come home come see $1, everything gone. Kingston Central Member of Parliament Donovan Williams was on hand and spoke to the affected residents. Even in the midst of tragedy, however, some residents said they were restricted because of the gang violence in the community. The news understands that another 12 persons on Bison Street were affected. They were concerned about their safety during the battle with the inferno. The Kingston Central Police maintained a presence during recovery efforts. No injuries were reported. Wednesday's fire brought back memories for some residents who were affected by fire on nearby Bison Street exactly 1 year ago on June 29, when gunmen opened gunfire and set houses ablaze. That incident left 30 persons homeless. The JFB is investigating the cause of the fire. Private tutors against the requirement to become licensed. Persons who do private tutoring and homeschooling want to be left alone to continue those practices without the requirement to become licensed when the Jamaica Teaching Council bill comes into force. The bill seeks to ensure all persons who teach are licensed and registered to do so, and covers individuals in private and public settings. However, Maurice Saunders, the representative of private tutors and homeschooling parents, on Thursday told the parliamentary committee examining the bill that there are many instances in which neighbors conduct summer school or older children act as tutors, and these practices have been successful and should not be interfered with.
Every year, many outstanding and successful students attest to the contribution of the extra lessons to their success in both overseas examinations as well as their improved performance within their respective schools. The extra lesson system, as well as homeschooling, has been a great success without the intrusion or intervention of governmental authorities. So why now seek to fix or try to fix something that is not in need of fixing? Any implementation of the proposal to require those teachers to be certified or licensed in order to teach is likely to result in a drastic reduction in the supply or availability of such teachers, and will likely also stifle demand for their services within Jamaica. The trade or business will likely be driven underground. The proposed restrictions, which is what the requirement will really amount to in relation to education and exchange of information and in access to information, especially for students, is likely to have an adverse effect on investments and in the area of economic life.
Mr. Saunders, who is also an attorney, said the restrictions that the bill places on extra lessons by untrained teachers could also be in breach of the constitutional right to freedom of expression, thought, and exchange of ideas.
Section 13, subsection 3 of the Charter of Rights of the Constitution refers to the right to freedom of expression. So there was a connection. Subsection 3C, the right to seek, receive, distribute, disseminate information, opinions, and ideas through any media. It speaks of media there, but the spirit of the whole thing is really an exchange of thoughts and ideas. So teachers teach, students learn, and sometimes in that process, students who give feedback to teachers also teach teachers.
But Member of Parliament Natalie Campbell Rodriguez said she disagreed with the suggestion that persons who homeschool children should not be required to be licensed.
Anything primary and early childhood, I am 100% against untrained persons in those areas, because that is when our children learn the basics of learning. more than anything else. And to have an untrained person, I think is wrong. But let us talk now about high school and above. I believe you should have the certification where you can show your card, I'm a trained teacher. And you have another certification or another card which says, I am a tutor. Parents are discerning and parents make what they consider the best decision for their children. I am convinced that in areas where enough teachers exist, the parents will choose the trained teacher.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.